who's doing this? Hello, it's two cooks and a sous chef again from south of Bavaria, Kyoto, as a matter of fact. And today we're going to do a show on meatballs. Everybody says all our stuff is so complicated, and I think we've even managed to make meatballs complicated, quite truthfully. But they're gonna be. It's gonna be. We're doing two meatballs.
Two different kinds of meatballs: a turkey meatball and then a winter meatball with Savoy cabbage.
So the winter meatball actually has beef in it for all you beef lovers out there and beef producers. We're just doing the turkey because it said to do the turkey in the recipe. We also have some pork sausage going in that turkey. So for those of you who are hog producers, don't feel bad. We've got some pork products going in it. I personally am not in favor of the turkey meatball because I think it doesn't sound good. But Lois says I'm going to be really surprised that the turkey meatball is going to be good. So
they are. They're going to be delicious.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay, Marilyn nuts. They're big turkeys.
Well, and then I think the winter meatballs with the Savoy cabbage, instead of serving something with spaghetti and pasta, is going to be a different way of serving.
Different point of view.
Sure, and you know the song. What is it? On top of a meatball. Okay. So we're doing the lemon. Now we're going to do limoncello bread pudding, which is just bound to be good if you've ever had limoncello.
Yes, and you can make your own limoncello. We've done it before, and it's absolutely wonderful. It takes, I think, about 6 weeks for it to
It's just vodka and lemon juice, I think.
Right, but it's very good and very rich.
And limoncello is not inexpensive, so I don't buy enough liquor to know. This bottle was $24 in some year, but I don't know what the deal is here. But at any rate, it calls for brioche, which is a kind of sweet bread, isn't it? I read about it in books. I've never eaten a brioche. What is it?
French bread, that's all I know. I didn't think it might be a little sweet, but I don't think it has fruit in it like the panettone bread.
Well, so right away we're off chart because we forgot to pick up the brioche, which obviously isn't all that easy to find. Neither is panettone bread, but I happen to have some frozen. I suspect, as with any bread pudding, you can make it with anything you want to make it with. I don't know that it matters.
I think it'll be better with this panettone.
Oh, well, we have made a panettone bread pudding on the show before, and it is just
absolutely wonderful.
You know, the secret to bread pudding is honestly the bread. If you start with a really interesting bread or cookie or cakes and cookie mixed together or sweet rolls, I mean, if you start with cinnamon sweet rolls with nuts, you know, already your bread pudding is excellent. So I'm going to cut this up while Lois.
What we're still working on the limoncello bread pudding, and basically what we're doing is we're doubling this recipe because we have several guests coming. And so I am, the recipe originally calls for 6 eggs. I'm doing 12.
That's good. Well, Marilyn's being ornery.
So what's new? And then they talk about the fact that we pick on Marilyn.
Oh, I know.
They really don't know her.
I create my own scene back here, so I was.
Right.
They really don't know her, do they?
Marilyn is a troublemaker from way back.
Potster.
Huh? Prankster? Is that
Potster.
Potster? No. What's a potster?
A
pot
pot
stirrer. Oh, I thought she said potster, and I thought, what's a potster? Okay. I'll get it.
This is what makes cooking together interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's one word for it.
I'm going to get a whisk.
You are?
Right
Okay.
here.
There you go.
Okay, and then I'm adding to this, since we're doubling it,
Oh, gosh.
it's a cup
Marilyn,
of
dump that out in the butter.
heavy cream.
So we're breaking the tomato up over here. Instead of cutting up plum tomatoes, we're squishing them with our hands. Just the same difference, I guess. We're adding them to the cabbage, which as you see is still green and not all brown, but we're going with it. I don't think it's going to hurt the dish at all myself. Well, it smells great if you like cooked cabbage. If you don't like cooked cabbage, don't do the dish, because we're supposed to cook the tomatoes for 15 minutes. You know, we read these recipes like they're the Bible because we've just never done it. But once you've done it, it just sort of makes sense. You wouldn't have to watch it that close. We brown the meat, we brown the cabbage. Now we're going to put the tomatoes in them, let them cook down a little bit, and then we're going to add the meat and let the whole thing cook. It just makes sense once you kind of figure out where you're going. Cover that up.
I think it's interesting that they call this a winter meatball.
Well, it looks wintry.
Yeah, with the.
But you could. I think it's because of the cabbage. You know, you could eat expensive in the winter if you insist on having mixed greens. But if you would eat like you would eat if all you had was a garden and a cow, then you would be eating cabbage right now. And you would be eating canned tomatoes because you would have canned them from this summer. And so it all gets sort of more inexpensive. Now, buying a canned tomato in this economy, oh my God.
Well, we like to use these Italian Cento.
Well, and they're not, I don't know what they are now on the
Tomatoes.
hill. I mean, on the hill, they're usually, they seem fairly reasonable. I don't know, but you know, gas to St. Louis isn't cheap, so. Okay, so now's the time to load the meatballs, which is always a great time because from now on you just sort of let them cook and you don't have to worry too much about them. Lois is overloading the turkey meatballs into the tomato sauce, and they're actually going to cook in that tomato sauce. They were not browned first. And then now we have got our tomatoes cooked in here. I guess we're happy enough with the state of this. There's also too many for this pan, really.
Okay, that looks good.
Well, we had too many turkey meatballs. Then what was it, Marilyn? 40? Over 40. Over 40. And so they're not going to fit, so we're just going to freeze them. But you know, that's the marvelous thing about meatballs too, for people who work all day and get home late. You can like make these suckers up on Saturday when you're not doing anything and freeze them, and that way you could brown them and freeze them actually.
Absolutely.
These are not brown, but
Jean, it does say cover.
it does say cover.
Cover and cook.
I was going to say it looked like to me it would dry out awfully fast.
Cover and cook 10 to 15 minutes.
Alright, so now we're just wet. We're in a holding pattern. This is,
We gotta make our point.
I know, but this is the bread pudding. The bread pudding's in the oven. The meatballs are stewing, as it were. We're just sort of waiting for everything. So we'll get back to you. So we're through today, and it's been fun. We have, as far as we know, made everything correctly, and we're very anxious to taste it, but the real critics have arrived here. So our friends and guests, let us introduce them to you today. Please, Patty, can you get through there? I'll tell you what, this kitchen made film big, but it ain't that big. Okay, this is Patty Cheever, Janice. Y'all don't have to come. They want their own billing. Okay. And this is Janice Teeter. And my sister Janet, who said in all the years we've been doing this, she's never got
How
to
many
be a
years?
guest.
How many years?
I don't know. Martina says 4 maybe, or 5. I don't know. And let's see. And well, Louis behind the camera, Martina's behind the camera, but they always get to eat because they work as hard as we do. So I'm trying to see here. I'm not going to get this right. Marilyn's a year younger.
Yes.
Then these two are in this. These
Classmates.
two classmates.
Friends.
This is the infamous class in 1965.
That's right.
Which was Bavare's baby boomer class. It is
That's
still the
right.
very
Yes.
largest class that ever went through Bavaria, ever. Marilyn missed it by a year. She was in 66.
We all ran around
Don't
together.
tell them when
I don't know. Lois and I are old. We're very old.
Oh, yeah, right.
And Janet's the baby. I don't
Yeah,
know.
for
Whatever.
once in a group, I am.
80. Class of 80?
From college.
Oh.
76 from Bavaria High.
Well, whatever. 73 and
She's not telling.
I'm not,
60.
no, 61.
61. All right. Well, whatever. Yes, we're all Bavaria grads
Yes.
today. That's
Except Martina, but well, she went to school at
She
Bavaria
went to
for her
kindergarten
kindergarten
there.
Yes.
She was on this weird
And Louis graduated last year.
That's right. So it's a home crowd today.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thanks for watching us. We do appreciate all of you, and keep stopping us in the grocery store aisle and saying hi because we just love it. We really do.
And Lois, what is it you always say?
Oh, I say tutti Italia mangiare. Come to the table and eat.
Wish you could. See ya. Bye-bye.